Part 1. April through May, 1636. From Herman Melville, the Maldive Shark, pale ravener of horrible meat. Chapter 1. East of the island of Dominica. Commodore Eddie Cantrell looked past the bowsprit of the U.S.A. steam cruiser Intrepid into the nautical twilight brightening the eastern horizon. The stars above it were fading slowly, the pre-dawn glow washing out what had been their laser-sharp brilliance of only a few minutes before. But on those days when his time on deck started, along with the morning watch, he had learned that this was not just a time for novel sights. Eddie closed his eyes and listened. Wind, sails slapping lightly, the slow hobnail on wood tread of the closest of the four crew walking watch on the main deck. On a ship in the 17th century, that was as hushed and quiet a moment as one ever experienced. He opened his eyes as he turned and looked west. The stars were still bright there, but an irregular dark hump of blackness blotted them out at the center of the horizon. Dominica, more or less at the center of the eastward bowing arc of the Lesser Antilles, the island was known for terrain and inhabitants that were equally unforgiving. No colony had ever been successfully planted upon it, and if Eddie and his bosses had their way, none ever would be. A faint, lazy hiss of rubber on hemp, a sound out of place on most ships of this era, drew his attention upward. Rising from a vertical guide tube laid along the mainmast, a thin strand of blackness disappeared into the gloom overhead. At first glance it was as if a solitary hair of a dark-maned goddess had sprung loose from her tresses and fallen to brush along the surface of the mortal earth.